Hello, and welcome to the 4th episode of Controlled Chaos, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast where we work through the Sunless Citadel with our chaotic players. I am your DM and host, Ryan. This is the first episode where I actually named it, so we'll see if that sticks. We're thinking an official name for each arc or campaign might be the best, and we're going with Controlled Chaos for now. Also, in general, I'm going to start trying to make these intros pretty brief. I'm hoping to publish as many of these episodes from the Sunless Citadel as quickly as possible so I can start posting things from Tomb of Annihilation, because I think that will be where we take the training wheels off and really get to see our characters interact with a big environment in big ways. Also, I hope the audio will end up sounding a lot better at that point. Sadly, all the audio we have for now is at this quality. It gets hopefully a little better after the first session once I start recording things at a louder volume, but I just wanted to make all of that clear early on so I can start just churning these out, hopefully. Also, starting with this episode, I hope to start posting maps and letters and other things to help add some clarity to what our characters are seeing and doing. But for now, just a quick recap. Everyone went through the tunnels together for a short while until they came across a bat cave, a giant bat cave. They did their best to fight off these bats, ending in many people being drenched in blood. Agonra himself got severely injured and decided to go back to the Yawning Portal Tavern to rest up and maybe meet with the party again later. Ellie chose to actually convince one of the bats to leave, and Krusk decided to do the opposite and rip a bat in half. Everybody had different levels of success, but everybody has pretty much survived past this point. So our remaining party continues to travel through the tunnels until they reach this massive gate and hallway surrounded by a couple of doors. That's where our party is now, and we'll see what happens to them. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoy listening to this episode. Thanks for listening. Alright, there we go.
Now we're role-playing, because in real life we're both blind.
Alright, so you guys are traveling through the tunnels, and you come to this location, and you notice that you finally reach a place where you can kind of start to see. This area is gated. It is a gate that can move up and down, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should. These red bands mean that this is like a locked door that is going to lead elsewhere. That's a door that's pretty vacant, well, easy to get through. Like, there isn't really much of a door there, so you can go through there, and then I'll build whatever's there. That area to the right, there's a sign above it that says Library and Research. That out there has like a bunch of different signs. One saying like Torture Chamber, one saying like Convoy, all that kind of stuff. And then this locked room kind of has a sign above it that says like Control Room. So that's where everything is going.
And for the record, I'm still like drenched in bat blood, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think you guys have been walking long enough that it's probably drying on you, but you still got a nice coat on you.
I wasn't listening. I wasn't catching up fast enough. This is library, right?
Yep.
This is...
That's going to be Control Room. What I'll say right now is it's apparent based off of signage and tapestry and different things that you see that there have been many different cultures and races that have passed through here and like owned it in their own way. Scrawled into the walls, you see like old dwarvish runes, but on top of it, you see what seems like a weird elvish drow, maybe kind of language. And then on top of that, like human signage, which is how you know that it says Library and Research there. Because none of you know elvish or dwarvish. What the fuck?
I did actually.
Sorry, the tieflings never took over these caverns.
I actually did pick Elvish for my
You're allowed
Mud Plus.
Oh shit, you're allowed to pick another language?
Yeah,
human.
Oh, wow.
Human gets common in one of the languages of choice.
There we go.
I'm sorry, yesterday when I gave this to you it was question marks. But, yeah.
Now I know.
Can
Okay.
I read this, or is this like uncommon and I can't read shit?
I mean, I can adapt it in my mind and update it a little bit, but I would say Dwarvish is probably what's saying things along the line of convoy here, transport, import, export for this main hall. In Elvish, it's more of like a mess hall or main hall, and then in human, it's or in common, it's torture chamber. So This area has gone through a lot of things. There's history here. So
Tie me up, Chris.
So this is a tense situation as far as like what is in each room or everything. So
you
you
said
probably
there's
want
history. Who has it? Don't you have?
Well, there's a library.
History.
Yeah. So like
Proficient in nothing intelligence.
using.
Yeah, I have 5. Lots of history.
Well, there you go. So carefully looking at things, you want to move forward and start inspecting and going through. But yeah. That's it.
Well, we could all read the common.
Yes.
Okay. Do you share your knowledge of the Elvish with us?
Yeah, there might be food this way.
There also might be torture. It also might be torture. Could go either way. Or both. I could be into this.
You can peek through. I said that gate's accessible, but if you move it, it's definitely gonna make noise. But it's one of those like kind of open gates that you might be able to peer through.
Someone have lockpicking tools?
Danny.
No, he's no longer a
you're
rogue.
right.
He's a ranger.
Don't you? I forgot.
No.
Can I approach the
With my
gate?
entertainer pack? No.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you had
gonna
something.
approach the
Yeah,
gate and
okay.
just sort of try to look on. So
Okay.
Should I do a
Do a little perception check.
perception? Is 200 wisdom and it's plus 0, so I got an 8.
Okay. You don't make anything out specific, but you notice a big, voluminous room with very high ceilings, and a lot of spider web. Like spider web, sacks, eggs, that kind of stuff. You don't make anything out specific, but there's a lot of spider webs. Yep.
I'm gonna follow my buddy into the library.
I will be perceiving what I see in there. Check
Okay.
out the room, if I may peek in.
Alright, well, I'll come draw it real quick. What do you
Well,
got?
I did not. I do not like rolling on this table.
The room still exists, Robert. Whether you can.
I rolled a 10.
Uh huh.
Is it too late to try to assist him?
What? No. I mean, so in this situation, there isn't like you guys are gonna die. You can re-roll repeatedly and really try and inspect, or other people can do it. So.
Yeah, I want to go peek in the library. Too.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah, I'll syphilis.
Okay.
Perception or investigate that.
Is this gonna be
Yeah.
like the Librarian Symphony of the Night?
-1.
I'm gonna meet some weird guy who's like,
Yeah,
it's good to see you, Alucard.
plus-
And then he sells me.
Why you spoil everything, Robert? Sorry, what did you get?
I got like
You
a 9.
can sell
but
me
I-
swords and
depending on what you
shields.
choose, 0 -1.
Okay.
So
I'm so excited
Alright.
with her remaster.
So I mean, you both enter and notice the obvious stuff that an average person would notice. There are 4 bookshelves and a statue right here. And that's basics. You notice some old tapestries that are kind of torn. That kind of gives you hints of who had been there before. There's dwarven stuff scrawled on the walls. Elvish tapestries. And then human, like, official signage and postage as if it was a very official thing going on here, maybe with soldiers or recruits.
okay.
If you feel like checking out the room, I feel like you got a pretty high.
Yeah, I'm gonna go along the bookshelves, just see if I can, make out
Notice
any
anything?
titles. Check.
Okay, alright. Are you wanting to do anything to Kella? Or?
Yeah, I'll go. I don't really know how this works, but I guess I'll go with them and see if I can
Yeah.
like find.
Like, whoever has high ability to notice things or history.
I have high history.
I have a high ability to notice things. I just rolled like shit.
I want to give Dakota a chance to see if she notices anything.
Well, I don't know what to look for. Do I look for like books? Do I look at the statue? Can I check out the statue and see like
Look at
what?
whatever
I would say you have a history modifier, so maybe I would check out the statue and see
Okay.
if you can make out anything about the
Yeah.
history.
All right, well let's check out the statue
Alright, go
then.
ahead.
What do I?
Just roll a
roll a
d20 and see
d20
what you get for history.
and then add your history modifier to it.
11 plus 5, so 16.
Okay. You notice this dwarven statue. It's holding 2 symbols, one in each hand. It's showing, it's looking out, but you notice that there is something peculiar about it. It isn't just any ordinary statue, that there might be some sort of mechanism attached to it. You notice that.
Can I use my mage hand to like touch one of the, because it's holding objects? Do we know what the objects are?
Yeah, I didn't print it out, but I drew it.
Titties?
So,
Logan's like,
so In one hand, it is holding the symbol of Warden, which is like an anvil with a flame on top of it. In the other hand, it is holding the symbol of...
A pupil with a triangle in the middle, which was one of the doors earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, well, am I able to use my mage hand to try and, like...
These, you can try it. These are attached to the
They're
statue.
attached, okay.
But you notice that there's some give on the hands, like they kind of want to move a little bit.
Yes, that's right.
The hands want to move?
Yeah, each, they're kind of doing this. They're kind of moving up and down a little bit when you try your mage hand.
Can I move them up?
Yeah, you can move them up. They're
Nothing
up now.
happens.
Nothing happens.
Can I move them down?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing?
Nope.
Do they have to be,
There's-
like...
Oh, maybe.
Can I move the anvil, like, lower than the pupil with
Maybe.
the... Or I don't know what to do.
I don't know, this is up to the DM, but maybe you could figure out what to do with the perception roll.
Yeah, because I'm not just gonna make you guys fuck around with the statue. There's stuff there to like help you guys work it out. So
Oh,
what
okay.
else is in the room?
Well,
What
so
else
you
want
saw
to
the
do?
symbols of those two guys. Do you maybe want to look on the bookshelves for books about those guys and maybe more information about them?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Just
So he just did a perception roll, so I'm gonna let him do that roll. You guys can. How about you each do, because there's 4 of you, a perception roll for a different bookshelf?
Well, but I'm not even in the room.
Yeah, he's trying to look at that spider
Never
web.
mind.
While they're doing that, I might just peek in here and see what I can see. Is that a
It's
percent?
locked.
Oh, gotcha, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, then,
Yeah, that's why I put red bars.
I'll start moseying on over
Okay,
here, but I'm just sort of standing in the doorway
You
for
got
now. Because
a
I
really-
don't
Turns around, he's alone. He's like, ah.
well, yeah, and my thing is, like, I don't really like books, so.
The secret thing that we're not supposed to know, but out of character, is I don't think Crust can read.
Yeah, is that yeah?
I mean,
He's a half.
Let's make that canon.
Oh God.
I mean,
We bring race into this. You know how that feels, Jordan.
Dude, they fucking hate on tieflings in this world too, don't worry. And I am a tiefling.
I know, that's why.
I would say, out of character, I mean, he can read words, but maybe sometimes it's hard for him to, like, process.
He's a slow reader.
Okay, well,
I just rolled a 17 for perception on what
He
we
rolled,
secrets.
he rolled high enough that he found his first parchment, and then he found this as well.
Dude, that's dope.
alright.
You also rolled high enough that you found this one at that bookshelf.
Okay.
Holy he burnt him and everything! What?
Alright, I'm gonna roll 2 and see if I get anything interesting. I got a 14.
Okay, that's high enough that I'll give you a chunk. There you go.
So this is the problem. Now intelligence is involved.
You can read it out loud, right?
Are you guys starting
Yeah.
playing with your weird papers?
No crust.
So wait a minute. So
Yep. Yep. He's looking at that.
shit. Did I get to this too late?
No, you guys are fine.
Okay. So
You aren't-
Ellie has moved away from the statue.
She was never in front of it, luckily.
She was never in front of the statue.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Okay.
luckily?
She used
Joe-
mage hand without knowing it.
Oh, she used mage. Thank God.
Okay,
Don't
please.
approach the statue.
Oh, shit, okay.
Hold on. I need to.
Is there something wrong with the statue, Randall?
I'm getting a little bit nervous and reaching for my sword slowly.
Yeah.
Well, so
okay, yeah.
I'll just let you know
tell
there's
it's
2
like-
more scraps if somebody's gonna find those.
After finding my scrap, I'll go look at this bookshelf as well and see if there's anything else
Okay,
to
roll your-
find. That is a 20.
Well, you find both then.
Modified.
There you go.
Well,
Okay.
So,
okay, talk to us, Randall. What
So,
did you find?
Just a heads up, there is a pressure plate in front of that freaky dwarf statue.
Okay.
You know the one.
You know the
If you do step on it, a 7-minute timer will go off. Solving the puzzle turns it off, but also reveals a private room for only our head researchers. So I'm sorry, but the situation is confidential. Just please do not step on the plate.
Okay, well, good thing I
Whoever's in that room
didn't.
will be just as screwed.
Great.
As I'm assuming the person that steps on the plate.
Good thing I
Just
used
ask
my hand.
Carl
Carl?
to see what happened. Yeah, so.
Carl?
And this is from Mary from accounting.
yeah.
Thanks, Mary from accounting.
So,
And I have also found
Did you find
these
something
cryptic
that...
runes.
Look, well, we found some too. Maybe they go together. We found a matching piece with this one.
This. Oh,
I think that's upside down.
I think this one.
That's the right side up, I think.
Okay, wait.
Wait.
This would be a corner. This goes right here.
This fire goes near this fire.
It goes right here, right?
Oh, perhaps.
Hey, buddy.
This maybe here. Is this good up
The
here?
cat's leg.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job, Blue.
So here's the next conundrum. None of you know Dwarvish. So
I almost picked Dwarf.
No, but I did know it back in my.
that totally counts. So
He was kind of an asshole after that.
Let's look on the bookshelves for maybe a book we could use for interpretation. The dictionary of Dwarvish that converts from common to
so
Dwarvish.
you're on the right path.
I think we should find out what happened to Carl.
I would serve with a guy named Carl.
Yeah.
Got his legs.
Okay. But somebody do a perception check somewhere in this room.
All right.
Here, do something.
I guess we can all do it. I'm gonna move
That was
forward.
a 21.
Wait. Oh, hold on. I got a.
I'm 15.
I guess I got a 16.
Okay.
Perception is kind of
I think I'm too excited about the book.
That's not my already rolled.
I'm really sweet too much.
a little more medicine.
Krusk looks around the room and just sees everyone else looking at the bookshelves and is just kind of like shrugging, like.
That was 16.
No, you're gonna go there. You're gonna look elsewhere than them. Everybody's really stuck on these bookshelves. You're going to look on a wall, check out behind a tapestry, and you notice that there's this writing in blood that was from Carl, assumedly, saying like, for those who step on the plate, there is a cipher. There is a solution to solving this, but I'm not good with tense situations.
Can I
and
flag everybody else over to come
Yeah.
take a look at it?
Yeah.
Everyone in the room is screwed. Just as screwed as the person standing on the plate.
Right.
So we should have our smartest person stand on the plate.
Which is definitely not me.
I'm
Smart
Zero
defined
on it
by
for intelligence.
wise or intelligent?
it doesn't really. Perception would help the best to find
Perception
the
would help the
cipher.
best. When the time comes, I can offer my
That might
perception.
be Ansel.
I mean, any of you guys can.
Or
You'll
Ellie, I
be
don't
trapped in
know
a
what- I
room
don't know
together,
what
so any of you can really. You guys should all roll for perception to see who sees.
I
it.
did just roll for
Well,
perception.
no, I'm saying after
After
the
the-
puzzle begins.
and we have
Whoever
seven.
has high enough is allowed to roll
I
for the
rolled
puzzle.
because hold on, I rolled a 16 and I found that, and I flagged everybody over to look at it, and you rolled a 21, right?
I did.
So what did he find?
I don't know. He told us to all roll, and you rolled that, and then he said we were all looking elsewhere, but I was
Well,
never told
it's
what it
because Danny's roll was before you were, or no, Robert. Wait, whose roll was before whose?
I rolled a 16 and then he rolled a 21.
So we haven't gotten to that yet because the newest thing was you
The
find
tapestry
Okay.
underneath. Okay.
He was asking me what I found, and I said I don't know.
So your perception tells you that all these clues lead to solving the puzzle is possible and doable, but somebody's gonna have to find the cipher once you step on that pressure plate.
So we do
And
have
the
to
cipher
step on the
cannot be
plate.
found
That's the
before
point.
stepping on
That
the
starts the puzzle, yeah.
I see. Okay.
We should just
And then when that puzzle starts, you all will roll for perception. Whoever rolls high enough will be allowed to work on the puzzle because they'll see what they need to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who do we want to step on the plate then?
Well, so whoever
Anyone,
steps on the
you're all stuck in the room
So here's the
together.
thing.
Right.
Whoever steps on the plate won't be able to look for the cipher, right?
They will, yeah.
Oh, they will be able
Oh,
to
they
look for
will.
the cipher.
It's not gonna be a huge hunt. It's a pretty small room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because my thing is like if we're trying to find if the people trying to decipher should be the people with like the higher perception or intelligence, then maybe it should be me that steps on the plate because my perception and intelligence is fairly low.
Whoever wants to mess with the statue should probably step on the plate.
I'm not afraid of any statue,
Okay. Well,
All right.
yeah.
Well, Krusk, maybe you should step on.
and I also weigh the most out of anybody here. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I do it, guys?
Yeah, I've heard an
I'm
ego
gonna
adds at least 15
Get a
pounds.
timer going.
Oh,
but,
boy.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. This
Let me know when to step on it, guys.
I need another drink.
Okay, that's triangle.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Plane.
It's a race, it's a race.
I'm really counting on you guys to not fuck this up.
Yeah,
I don't want to
We're
die.
all equally screwed. It is not your life,
Yeah,
but ours.
It would be very helpful if one of us knew Dwarvish.
Exactly.
Well, it sounds like there's a way to
Did
figure out
Danny know
how.
Dwarvish?
What?
I said, did Danny know Dwarvish?
He knew everything but Dwarvish. Like,
I
after
saw
becoming a
his
ranger,
list
he
of
has, like,
languages.
yeah.
He like knows abyssal, like weird
Yeah.
stuff.
Why would he need to know?
Undercommon?
Oh, this goodness.
He'll hear this. Don't say it.
I feel like I get another
Just kidding.
language later, but not right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Elvish and Dwarvish are always pretty important to have in these campaigns,
Well,
but yeah.
Well, again,
there's a way for you guys to get around.
But before we step on this,
Yeah.
should we not maybe try to investigate these shelves for
So-
a book that can help us translate this Dwarvish? We have a message, we cannot read it.
Oh.
You're in the library.
This library used to be owned by dwarves. They don't need something to teach them a language they already know.
So we've already
But
looked
also
under the
humans,
tapestry
and humans
we'll
are a
look
mix of many.
But we've also already checked out the bookshelves, and Krusk found something behind a tapestry. There's more than one tapestry, and there's more things on the walls. So can we check out the other side and see if there's anything else on the walls?
I will let you all roll perception. If you roll exceptionally high, maybe I'll come up with a solution.
Okay.
I got a 9.
16.
Actually,
12.
sorry, I got a 6.
Oh, perception 15.
19.
You all search high and low
I don't
and
find shit.
check all the walls behind all the tapestries.
We
There
wouldn't
might
be
be
good
something
at that.
there.
Krusk would
You
get
don't.
it.
You don't find anything
Yeah.
further.
Okay, so we
I
don't
think we have all of the information we're gonna get until
until we start the puzzle.
we hit the clock. Yes.
Okay. All right, Krusk.
Are
we all
just
ready?
position myself in the corner of that side of the room.
Okay.
Start out.
All right, well, this is where the statue is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Step
Where would you like
Hold
to
on.
be, Ellie?
Hold on. I just want to build some tension.
Where would you like to start?
I'll be in the middle of the room. I'll be behind Krusk.
You got a buddy, your friend?
I look over
Yeah,
here.
my
Ellie, I'm
friend.
counting on you here.
Here we are.
Okay.
man.
Nope.
Okay, let's do it. Started.
Hold on.
I say
Hold
a
on.
quick prayer to the.
Hold
to
on.
Thor.
Whenever you go, I'll hit the timer. So.
Hold on. I'm trying to build some tension. I'm sweating a little bit. Okay.
All right, go.
We're standing on it.
You do that. You hear rumblings and sounds. Things are shifting. Above each bookshelf, a refractive lens shows up, and then the ceiling rotates and transforms. You all will roll perception checks to see if you see this.
I got a 14.
What's your total, though?
14.
Plus what?
What did you get?
I got 15.
Okay. Okay.
Total 11.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Sadly, Logan is kind of out of the loop. It's going to be you guys working together to try and decipher this.
I am the wall.
The refractive lenses show you can like peer through the ceiling and see magnified that there is a dwarfish alphabet scrawled onto the ceiling that is now rotated into view. So you now have to use this and figure out what that says.
These are really beautiful tapestries.
I'll let you roll again in 1 minute.
E.
And I'll keep track of it.
Looks like pi almost. Y.
Y.
E. S.
Is that an S?
S.
Yes, S.
A.
Not A. That is.
It has a little R.
R. That's R. Yes.
R. O.
You're really quick at this.
L. L. E.
L, L, E. And then what's the opposite of L? Opposite L. Opposite L.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Is D.
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 Eyes rolled.
Where is the
T?
T? T,
No.
T, 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 the cross T. The cross shape, right? H. H, E.
H. E.
A.
A.
And that backward one, a D.
You can roll again.
D.
Roll again.
No, I'm letting
T.
Tim roll again.
Oh.
T.
T.
What is that?
Is that I? No, that's
No,
an I. What's
this
the one that
is-
looks like a 4?
Looks
like a four. Looks like a four. Looks like a
Oh, wait.
No, that's
Elves.
Elvish.
Oh, shit.
Right here, you.
No.
You.
Is it?
Why am I
That's you.
underground with this?
No, that's
Yeah.
a backwards.
Look like
No, right here.
this.
We're on this side. We're on
Yeah, okay.
This is you. And now we are on the one that
R.
looks like an L. That's an R. E. E. D.
I rolled head.
Wait, what's
This
this?
is the-
Oh, that's N. N.
N.
Yes.
E. D. Turned.
Turned.
I
Okay.
rolled head
C.
turned.
What's
We've seen that before. What is that L working one? It is the L
R?
is R. That's
R.
right. L.
R. E.
R E and then it looks like an
S.
S. It is an S E.
E.
Then the A
You're doing so well.
and the R.
Reseer.
We are not complete. We have a C.
Oh.
And then
Research.
H.
Research.
What is the
Minus
arch?
O.
The arch is O.
O.
Oh my god.
O, and then there's G. Is this? Oh no, it is V.
That's pretty
O,
impressive.
V. E.
E. R.
And then we have the
Backwards C. C.
H.
Fine.
That is in it's kind of like the U to the R, and that is C and H. Eyes rolled, head turned, research over church.
Eyes rolled, head turned, research over church.
You're not allowed to be a part of this.
Do any of these tapestries have a church?
Do they?
No.
Eyes rolled. And it's manipulative statue, so we should.
The guy with no perception.
rolled,
So turn the eye.
research over church. So the research would be the eye, and the anvil would be the church. Put the eye above the anvil.
Head turned. Do we have to turn the head of the
I'll let you
statue?
know if you put those hands in the wrong direction, it will trigger the trap because you didn't solve it and you'll die. So you want to be sure.
Well, we want to make sure that we do that
there's
first.
no
But do we?
there's no dwarvish stuff. There's no dwarvish alphabet around, but you can check the bookshelf to see if history will tell you anything about those symbols.
Research over church.
I would have Dakota do
We
a
got
history
7
check
minutes.
then.
We have eyes rolled. We have head turned, so the head must be able to move, and research over church.
Can I use my mage hand again as a cantrip to see if we can turn the head without
Yeah,
activating
go ahead.
anything that would hurt us? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I roll or do I just do it?
No, just do it.
Okay, so we turn the head.
can turn.
Okay, so we've turned the head,
Yep.
but now we need eyes rolled, research over church. Well, it didn't. Wasn't there something that said research? Did it say research anywhere else?
Our head researchers.
Head
It's
researchers.
for the private room. That's
Head research. Head turned.
Eyes rolled. Head
Which eye? Is it that eye
Research
or the
over-
statue's eyes?
The statue's eyes do not look like they rolled on their own unless you investigated that. It looks like the head moved.
Oh, he's right there.
You wanna check?
How about Chris tries to like roll the eyes back?
Do you do that?
Sure. What do I roll for that?
No, you did it. So the eyes roll back.
Okay.
I'm
Eyes roll
sure.
back. The head is turned.
And let's put the research of a church. So
Has something to do with
So,
before we make
I
our
don't-
final move.
does anyone know religion?
what?
Can they
Do
do
anybody
religion?
want?
I have history.
Anyone want to look at the books?
Wait,
and
don't you
find
have
the
religion?
solution?
I am not good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a paladin. I'll look for a holy book.
Okay, go ahead.
Is this investigation?
Sure.
9.
Wait, do you
Okay.
have a religion check?
I do not. I have 0 on everything intelligence.
Okay.
Okay,
I
well,
have
Everybody do an investigation check except for Robert because he's stuck at the statue.
do we do +2? If we like, or if we have a number next to
What's your
investigation, we do.
investigation? Is it +2?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
history is +5. So I have 3.
I got a 14.
Okay. Jordan did well enough that he came across a book that really praised Anir, said that he was very literate and a scribe and made huge contributions to the world of
While we're in
science.
the hands again.
Let's
Okay, so
let's
research.
put this thing above the anvil is what I'm thinking.
Well, do we know for sure that anvil is religion based?
I mean, there's a bunch of races here. I'm assuming
If
like something's got
we
keyboard
know
or
that
something.
the eyeball is research,
Okay, 30 seconds. Pick.
if we know
Do we
the
go
eyeball
with
is
that?
But
eyeball over church.
Yeah.
we know enough about this being research.
All right,
I'm assuming
fine.
this is research. That's my vote.
Okay, so then we have to put the eye above the anvil, Krusk.
Alright, so I put the eye above the anvil. I'm just looking at you guys like, don't steer me wrong here.
I'm holding on to the
Everything,
for dear life.
the refractive lenses float back into the bookshelves. The ceiling rotates back into its original position, and a passageway opens up behind the statue.
Yeah.
Are you alive?
6 minutes and 47 seconds.
Wow.
I almost made this a 5-minute challenge.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the corner looking at tapestries. For the time, so.
I'm glad to see you, Green.
We did it.
You guys did it. So here's where it gets a little sucky with the map. This room's a little bit bigger than I'm gonna draw it, but
And I will
it's
do
here.
my best.
Well, okay.
So it's a longer staircase than it appears. It goes deep down into this like kind of dark area, but you can kind of hear bubbling and fire and sounds and goo coming from down there. And so decide what you want to do with that.
What do you mean fire and goo sounds?
Like
Bubbling.
boiling, cauldron,
Goo.
chemicals. You think this is research we're gonna find in the laboratory?
So, okay, I want to do, well, you can't really do an investigation check because we don't see anything concretely for me to like go investigate, right? I would need to do a perception roll.
Yes, I would like to step in the entrance and make a perception roll in the room.
Because-
Okay.
He goes downstairs.
He goes downstairs. I want you to do a stealth check first, though.
Oh.
I stealthily go down the stairs. That's a 19 plus 4.
Okay.
23.
So your character very stealthily and carefully goes down the stairs, then performs a perception check, but instantly, with just basic perception, can tell that someone else is in this room. Go ahead and roll if you want to get more detail about that. But.
Perception?
I also approach the room and I'd like to activate Divine Sense.
Okay.
Has it been 1 hour since I gave him Blessing of the Trickster? The battle.
Yeah.
So I can't give you that again. Not yet. I'd have to touch you, and I'm down here and you're up there.
So he would have to do a stealth check.
If he doesn't want to make the person down here aware, and you're currently not aware, so I don't blame you for following me. You don't know that someone else is down there. I do though.
Okay.
But knowing that,
It's a
I
pretty
want
small
to-
chamber. You guys don't
No,
have a cramp.
I mean, we've adventured enough. I can see him approaching slowly. I'll do a stealth roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't feel good about it, you don't have to go down.
And it's going to be a straight roll because
Well-
I normally have disadvantage on stealth
Okay.
for my heavy armor.
You are at disadvantage. You don't have advantage from me anymore.
Oh, I don't have advantage.
No, it's been more than an hour since I gave you Blessing of the Trickster.
Oh, 19. Tight. And let's see. That's a 13.
Okay, so
Okay.
13.
I'll give it to him. Yep.
As he
So-
approaches me, though, I'm going to tell you to halt to make you aware that there's somebody else in here.
Yep. Very fair.
And then you want to do
Yeah, I will use Divine Sense to see if there
Okay.
are
Yep.
any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Okay. Well,
That
go
is
ahead.
not behind total.
So you don't have to roll or anything for that. You just do it. Which
no,
I'm fine
it
with.
just
Okay.
activates it.
All right.
Oh, also detects consecrated or desecrated places or objects.
Okay. You see, with its back turned to you, kind of a humming of a ha 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 ha, working away at research. There is this undead working away at research over a desk. Does not hear or see you. Is pretty cheerful and just minding his own business, doing research. He does have like a sword and shield nearby, but isn't doing anything to threaten you right this second. But you sense all this stuff that there's an undead and it doesn't mean you any harm at the moment.
Oh.
I look at Krask, I'm like, and I scale this wall and kind of like stick to the wall.
Got you. So you're like over here now.
I think I want to do more perception in this room. Get more
Okay.
details of the research and what is going on. That is a 13.
Okay. I mean, that's enough to perceive that there seems to be like large gooey eggs around and spider webs. They're being like pulled apart and brought back together. Maybe even being sewn into something. That's what I'll give you.
They're making medieval Spider-Man. I'm not a fan of this technology.
Know for a fact that I'm very like clumsy and won't be able to stealth my way through it. And you guys seemed like you guys are trying to keep quiet, so I'm gonna stand pat for right now and just ready myself so if something goes down, I can leap in and try to help.
Okay, but are we trying to find something in this room, or what's our goal with going in?
I'm about to fuck with this skeleton.
I want to,
Not a big fan of
if
them.
disarmed, pick up the sword and shield and take it from the reach of this
Okay.
undead.
Okay.
Disarm it, if you will.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll for that.
Is that going to be sleight of hand?
Oh, I should have done sleight.
Oh yeah, actually, if you want to do that, Logan should do it because he has sleight of hand bonus.
Not very stealthy, but I can steal.
I don't have sleight of hand. I have stealth, so.
Okay.
I have sleight of hand.
So is it
Sleight
a
of
stealth
hand.
roll or a sleight of hand roll?
I'll say a sleight of hand roll.
And I think we'll let paladin
I'll walk up with my 13 stealth and
Go, Randy.
I will
Go,
attempt a sleight of hand. Natural 20.
Whew.
Sure, why not?
So
That's a plus 2.
this paladin, this unassuming paladin that normally couldn't stealth to like save himself.
Just
Smooth as silk, just kind of like wisps in, takes everything out, and just wisps out.
so he's totally
This,
disarmed.
this skeleton is just hanging out, still just
what
chattering
Gilroy
over
broke.
his business, and yeah,
Well,
completely disarmed.
Krusk is now of the opinion that since he's disarmed,
Can you see this
We
is
should-
downstairs?
No, you're right. I'm standing.
I'm stealthy, so you gotta roll.
So I don't really know what's going on down there. So I'm still gonna stand pat, and I'm just looking for any signs of trouble so I can run down and help if I need to.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now that he's disarmed, I think I'd like to just try to talk to him.
That's what I was gonna
Is
say.
undead still count as a person, or are they a beast or a creature?
This one is an undead, specifically.
That is a category.
Undead is, yeah.
It's its own thing. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what? Can we tell what it used to be?
It's specifically still. It used to be a human. It is specifically an undead human. Yeah.
I approach and I say, "Hail and well met. I am looking for Carl."
Okay. He goes, "Whoa, what? Carl? Who's Carl? Oh wait, you mean that Carl? That was a long time. I've been here for ages. That was a long time ago. But wow, Carl. Yeah, I hated Carl. Carl sucked. But
That's actually what we were looking for.
So
he really sucks.
I can kind of like hear voices down there. I'm just like, is it okay for me to come down now, or?
oh, there's more of you. Like, bring everybody down. Like
Okay.
we're having a gay old time down here.
Everyone, join us, please.
You can turn him around. Hey.
My name is Anzo Samir, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh, I'm Gary. I just I wasn't.
Gary.
I was down here doing research for a long time, and I just got kind of trapped down here. Somebody triggered the puzzle while I was down here. I'm guessing it probably was Carl, and I've been stuck here forever. Once in a while, people come down here, but then they threaten me, and I kill them. And I take their skin, and I wear their skin because I've been kind of dead for a while, and I feel pretty uncomfortable not having skin. I wish I was human. That's kind of what I'm working on, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I dare you to try to take my skin.
You're green. I don't want your skin.
So what's wrong with my skin? All right, Quest is getting mad now.
And let's
It's too floppy from your beautiful big muscles. That's what I'll say.
I'm gonna light another cigarette.
Gary, you're working on reanimation. Is that to be said?
I mean, I don't want anybody to ever be like me. This really sucks, but like somehow I've gotten to continue to live, and I don't know why, but I wish I could get my body back. Which, as far as, like dressing up, sewing people's skin into myself kind of thing, but, there's, immortality would be great, but not at the cost of being undead, if you catch my drift.
So I'm just sort of like hearing this,
I'm
and I kind of look at Ellie and I'm just kind of grossed out.
Yeah, I'm very confused. I normally want to kill undead, but this guy seems pretty friendly.
Gary, you don't understand the nature of your own immortality.
No idea. I think it's something that's down here. It might be something to do with the experiments we were running. Maybe I was exposed to something. I mean, I used to be a soldier specifically. That's why I feel confident having I used to be. Where's my sword and shield? I must have misplaced it. But wait, it was down here. I've been locked in here.
Gary,
I've been in here a long time.
Listen, Ellie.
Fortunately, there's no need for your sword and shield because we're all friends.
That's fair. I mean, I don't want to skin you guys. You guys seem great.
Nice save.
However, what was the nature of your research down here?
From what I can remember, we converted this old dwarven convoy with that was used for importing and exporting items to castles in Oakhurst underground using these tunnels as they were intended. But we turned it into this experimental laboratory where we would take people of different races and try and extract what made them more immortal. We would take elves and gnomes and those kinds of people and check out their blood and do that kind of stuff. But then some people got a little weird with it and started trying to combine it into animals, like instead of just like mice and whatnot. And then that kind of nonsense started up.
You don't sound like you were a fan of it, Gary.
I have 1 week left. And then this happened.
Yeah, but you still did it.
1 week away from retirement.
I was getting paid really nice. I'm sure you guys would agree that the pay was good. I wasn't running experiments.
Was it worth your humanity?
I'm still pretty human. I just don't look human.
You behave very human.
Yeah, there you go.
So, tell me, if we just approached this hall,
Yeah.
Stumbled into everything.
Oh yeah, what is it like out there? I haven't been there in like 50 years or something. I haven't passage of time.
I've seen nicer, and I'm afraid that it may be overrun. I'm not sure
Overrun
if many of your
by what?
colleagues are still here. There seems to be an excessive amount of webbing, not unlike what we see in here.
Oh no. So that's what we were left with, and what I've been working on for a long time is just the webbing and the eggs. But apparently, it sounds like out there it just got really out of hand. That experiment probably was the last experiment they ran.
Here's the thing, though, Gary. We can't get through. That's a locked room. Is it locked?
Yeah, they locked it. I mean, they probably tried to bar themselves in there to protect themselves from this spider infestation that was coming from experiment like X and Y breaking out. So, there you go. I don't know.
What's with the control room on the other side of the hall?
Oh, the control room. It was this neat little observatory where we would torture people, then watch the people being tortured down below on the other ground. There's levers in there to allow us. It was really great dwarven ingenuity, but basically there's different combinations of levers to open up gates at certain times to allow safe passage of the convoys that they used to do. We use that for safe passage of our experiments. So that's what the control room's for.
So, do you have any keys for that room still lying about?
I might be able to. I don't see why there would be one in the library, but.
Alright, Skinny. What kind of guys were you torturing?
What kind of guys? I mean, I thought I said gnomes and elves and half-elves.
What did they do?
Old blood.
They had longer than average lifespans, and they were trying to combine for immortality.
Yeah, we would abduct these little children,
So you thought it
and
was
then
justified
steal
to
their
torture
little
them?
innocent blood, and then that was really valuable to
I
us.
don't like this guy.
I look at Krusky and think that doesn't sit well with me since I'm a gnome.
It doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
Why are you guys looking at me? I have a lot of knowledge. I have things that can help you. Why are you?
Right. You said they also paid you pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any money with you when you got locked in this room?
No, I sent it home to my wife and kids, and legitimately, I hope they're doing well, but they're probably dead now. I don't have any of my money.
All right, team, I got an idea. You guys hold him down, and I just wail on this guy.
Whoa! I've got gloves. Do you guys like gloves? I've got gloves.
What kind of gloves?
Gloves I've been experimenting with. Do you guys hate arrows? Do you hate when arrows come at you?
Not the biggest fan.
I mostly just catch them.
I would
That's what
be interested in.
Okay. There's a smart one amongst you. Okay.
And I don't like getting poked from far away very much. So
that's great.
If I'm getting poked,
I've been working on these mastercraft, beautiful artisanal gloves from these spider webs and stuff. That if you allow me to go, because I'm grateful you opened this door. If I can just go, I will give you these gloves. If not, I won't do the final attunement for them to work, and then there's a huge loss for this guy.
I would. Guys.
Well, let me ask you something. Can you not walk out of here and leave, but maybe also aid us with a little bit of these puzzles?
I don't know if I want
You seem to be an intelligent man.
You know what? I've been in here 50 years. I can spend another 10 minutes dealing with you guys if you don't kill me.
Well, I don't know if I can really trust you with that.
Really? Well, that's a bother.
Gonna peer into his eye sockets.
But I think I'd like to try and persuade you to go ahead and just do that, because what's saying that if we aren't going to go back up with you that you wouldn't just leave? You've been here for so long.
Do you see the lack of muscle on my body? I can't.
He really doesn't have any muscle.
I'm just literally skin and bones. I can't go anywhere. I ain't got no body.
I could definitely pick him up and throw him before.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Maybe we should do that sometime, but right now.
Well, Gary, it seems like we've interrupted you during your walk. Why don't you focus on those gloves and give us a holler when they're ready? We'll wait.
They're ready.
Patiently.
I've been working on other stuff. These gloves are just chilling. If you guys promise that I can go at the end of all of this, then I will give you these gloves.
What will you do when you
I don't
leave?
know about this.
I'll probably travel further into the tunnels and try and find more solutions to this science. I feel like I have contributions to give the world, but I mean,
This just seems like a very unethical researcher.
I would agree.
I was a soldier originally.
pursuing
I
his
gave money
craft.
to my family and kids.
agree
Like,
with him, but I'm gonna, before I decide not to kill him, I'm gonna kind of get up in his face and just be like, after you leave here, if you ever torture anybody again, I'll hunt you down and kill you myself.
I 100% agree to your terms. I will say, I never myself specifically tortured anyone. That was other people.
And then he's a skeleton, and I just sort of ash my cigarette into his jaw.
Joke's on you, it just fell through, so.
Yeah, I know. We can see it. It just fell through.
Well, that's just embarrassing.
I think that was the point.
Well, you don't have to like
Alright,
remind
Are we
him.
cool? Everybody's cool?
So I let
Gary,
him
we've
go.
always been cool. You and Anson.
Okay, well, so there's a couple of you that are chill.
Yeah, no, this guy's cool. No, not these two.
Alright, well, this is getting uncomfortable. Do you guys want me to help you, or am I leaving directly after this?
I would appreciate any insight you have to offer.
Yeah,
I'll do my best.
I don't
Like,
know. Maybe if we're cool for long enough, your sword and your shield might pop up.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. Like, they could be anywhere.
They'd be in this room. That's the only place.
Oh,
they
so now he
reappear.
knows everything, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, it's not like he's had opportunities to go many other
How
places.
about you help us solve this puzzle, and then we'll go back to this room and then try to find your stuff.
Yeah. You guys are making me nervous.
I give him a wink.
Maybe mention.
Can I roll for
Deception.
persuasion to
I've got 3 high
persuade
deception.
Go ahead.
Gary
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
into doing
I'm not
this?
that tough nut of a cracked, but go do you.
Well, I mean, is there anything else we could say to...
Why? Why? Huh?
I don't know.
I just blow a cloud of smoke in his face. Just because.
I don't have lungs.
Oh, Gary. Maybe you don't know what a gift you have.
I'm beautiful. Or I wanna be. Where'd you guys come from? Where are you guys from?
Well, and Anson tells him his entire backstory, but nobody else here.
I just want to know, like, a day ago, like, where'd you come from recently? But that's nice. Like, I feel like I really know you now, but...
I don't know, this weird ass tavern with a bunch of fucking weirdos in it.
I'm
That sounds cool. How do I get there? Can I go there?
No.
Well, I thought your goal was to find answers.
I'm
You
going
wanna
to tell
find
him
any
if he
answers
helps
in the
us, he
tavern.
can go anywhere.
You have to help us before you can go up to the tavern.
What's the world like up there? Would
It's
they be okay with
Fantastic.
me?
Everyone looks like you now.
I want to go there, guys. Can I go
Well,
there?
Gary,
But you've got to help us solve
we
this puzzle.
have to go. We have to do this first.
Okay, if I help you do this, how about I actually hang out, and then are you guys going to come back through? Can you give me safe passage up there? Make sure that I don't
anything you
die?
want, Gary. Anything for you.
Okay, well, I'll give you guys all the best hints and clues and all that good shit. So,
Oh yeah, no, we'll find some.
All right,
nice-
Gary.
All that good shit.
We'll find some
That
nice
kind.
bony ladies
Okay.
together and have a night on the town.
Whoa.
Nice, yeah, we'll light it up. Man.
Whoa! This guy knows what's up. This guy fucks.
And next
Wait,
time I
does he
fuck,
know?
it will be with you, Gary.
Is he all talk or does this guy fuck?
In my experience, he has
Well-
a nickname called the Ass Master.
I think these two have fucked each other at some point, but I don't know.
Well, there's nothing
not important.
wrong with that.
My tail just flicks.
Nah, fuck.
Oh, Gary. You really already said.
All right, Gary. Why don't we get going?
Okay.
All right.
But real quick, these gloves.
Oh yeah, that's right. Here they're pretty nice. These are the gloves that the snaring missile. I didn't really. Yeah, so you can use those.
All right. Do I get an item description of this?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I get an item. Oh, are they dexterity or strength? Let's see.
So now it is Krusk and Randall that both have items.
I'm afraid of
She's got
mine.
wolf jar.
Well, you don't know
yeah,
much about
Wolf
your
Jar.
Pretty
character.
good gloves.
Oh, gloves.
And he's got a wolf jar.
I'm actively skeptical of it.
Wondrous item.
You are
And
skeptical in general.
do I have to do
I
a
am
short
very
rest to
skeptical.
attune them, or are
Nah, he
I don't
tunes
trust
them on the
anybody. Part
spot.
of my background.
There he
Wow,
is.
what a guy.
That was the
equipment?
Wow, Gary.
Why don't you like Gary?
Yeah.
Gary.
Gary rules. I love Gary.
I'm glad you gave him a shot. Like he was,
I kind of want to take.
When we almost like
like 5 times.
when they were all like, when everyone's just kind of like, we got an undead, we sensed it. When as soon as he sensed it, I'm like, thank God that we didn't just stumble upon it because we would have killed it.
That was my greatest challenge, was to make him like
Friendly enough to like interface with.
Yeah, because I knew just him having a sword and shield was gonna throw you guys off. If you look at him closely, though, he does have patches of skin on.
But also that he wasn't like he was experimenting with notes.
If I took his head off, would he still be able to like talk to me without?
Yeah,
He wasn't
you
doing
put me on your belt buckle. I'll come along.
He's still part of it.
He stood
Throw me into battle.
He stood at the door while other people did stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a lifelong companion.
And now that he got trapped down there, he's been
What is-
experimenting.
Yeah.
Magic items. Is that?
Yeah, that's this. No, this is the same thing. Yeah.
And then I equip them to my hands, or
You have to attune yourself, which takes time.
Well, but this
You
dude,
tuned it for me.
I did an instant attune. I'm just giving them to him because Gary did it. Yeah.
Gary.
Gary should be. Yeah, he should be.
Gary's our MVP. He should just party with it. Danny's not here. Gary should just. We should give him a sword and shield.
Leave him down here, and he'll become a battle mage. He's been doing research, and he's been come back through and.
To quote Mace Windu, I don't trust him.
And that's where we'll end it today. Our party members have gone ahead and traveled through this mini dungeon that I've built. They've met Gary, the researcher and soldier. Some have taken a liking to him, and others, like Krusk, have not. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the next one.